What kids movie made you think this is not for kids? Who Framed Roger Rabbit is rated at PG. The themes of this movie are blackmail, cheating on your spouse, heavy drinking, developing young minds to have an early desire for red-headed TNA, and watching several cartoons die in horrifying ways. It was so bad it created the movie age rating system we use today, Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it was pretty tame compared to the original. Everything about Frollo felt so icky, from the way he takes in Quasimodo just to treat him like less than shit, to the horrible implications of the things he says to Esmeralda, to the way he rightfully burns alive at the end. I guess it's not technically a kids movie, but butter. I remember scrolling through the TV with my mom and we saw it on. The description said it was about a young girl who got into making butter sculptures and it was 14A, we put it on, I was 11 or 12. It is not just about butter sculptures. Barbie, don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved it. It wasn't supposed to be a kids movie and is rated page 13, but my theater was packed with very young kids, like 4-8. I really felt bad for those parents who didn't do their research and brought their kids to a movie full of adult humor. I know it's not a kids movie, but a lot of parents thought Pan's Labyrinth was for children. I saw Mom putting the DVD on the checkout counter with some kids movies and cupcakes, so I asked if she knew about the movie. She put it back after I told her about it. Might not count exactly, but I remember the trailers for Kick-Ass made it seem pretty lighthearted. Granted, it is an R rating, but I went in thinking that would mostly be for language. There are a couple really dark moments in that movie though. When we went to see Deadpool in theaters, an older lady and two kids around 8-10 years old sat in front of us. About 5 minutes into the movie, one kid leans over and whispers, "Grandma, I don't think this movie is meant for kids." Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It's very, very beautiful, but at the same time I think adults would definitely appreciate it a lot more, especially because it touches on some themes like death, religion, even war, etc. The new live-action Little Mermaid scared my little girls and I had to turn it off after about 20 minutes. I don't know if it cheers up and gets brighter, but the start of it was like watching The Dark Knight. I don't remember what it was called, I saw it in high school, but within the first 30 minutes, there must have been like 5 different sex scenes. My only thought was, why would they show this to us? In the Madagascar movies, there's several scenes where the camera zooms in on Gloria shaking her huge ass. I 10,000 believe the animators were having more fun than they claim on those scenes. Remember that bit in the Alice Through the Looking Glass movie from the early 90s where she ran through the room of severed women's heads? Yeah, that kinda freaked me out as a kid. Rango. The kids will enjoy it, but there is so many references to other movies in the film that only adults will understand. I think the filmmakers really made it for the parents. For me it's probably more of an environment thing, but The Sixth Sense, when it came out on VHS, Haley Joel Osment pissed his pants and I was like, I struggle with this too. For me it's probably more of an environment thing, but The Sixth Sense, when it came out on VHS, Haley Joel Osment pissed his pants and I was like, I struggle with this too. I'm probably going to get downvoted for this, but I felt that Lilo and Stitch was an awful family movie for young kids. So much really bad behavior in the first 30 minutes. Sausage Party lol JK. I remember stories of parents taking their kids to go see this animated movie that had talking food. They noped the fuck out the theaters, smiley face. So clearly an adult cartoon, Sausage Party. I saw it in theaters and someone brought their kids. They left a few minutes in. It was hilarious. A Lego movie. I know many people will disagree with me, but I'm glad I didn't see it as a child. It would have been way too brutal for me. Lion King Simba and the other one doing it in the woods. Didn't get it as a kid. Watched the song recently and noped right out. It's not a kids movie, but it definitely looked like it and it was Sausage Party. As a kid watching it I was flabbergasted. All dogs go to heaven. Seriously, I watched that earlier this year and couldn't believe my parents let it as a kid. Not sure if it was billed a kids movie, but my mom took us to Watership Down thinking it was. Traumatized the crap out of us. Coraline. That shit featured dead kids who had their eyes removed. How is that kid friendly? I can't think of a single one, but then I grew up at a time when kids weren't little bitches. Chicken Run. Also, I know it's for kids, but it's still PG. Indy the Temple of Doom. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, by Disney, is rated G. Holy shit, should it not be rated G? Trolls. I'm 100 convinced it was made for adults tripping on hallucinogens. Labyrinth, The Dark Crystal. I love them but seem scary looking back now. I took my niece to Gremlins when it came out. It was way too scary. The Road to El Dorado. Far too hilarious for kids, so appreciate emo. Scooby-Doo, Spooky Island, So much stretching stomp moments. Monster House. It had a pretty fucked up story for a kids movie. James and the Giant Peach scared the absolute fuck out of me. Bridge to Terabithia. That was a very misleading cover lol. There is a scary animated movie with Tom Hanks in a train.